Roguelikes, those very addictive games that always make us start over and over and over again. Why? Because you think that you're going to get something better next run. Because you think you're going to get that one boon that you were looking for. Because you think that you're going to get that one build that you were trying to accomplish. Only to realize on the next run that you found out that there was a better build and now you are trying to pursue that one instead. So then again on the next one you manage to find that one that you were using and everything becomes just so very addictive. Now, when it comes to Hades, let's talk about progression. And in this beginner's guide, I'm going to try to cover everything that you need to succeed to be able to defeat Kronos. Right now we don't have access to the Olympus. That is going to come with a later update of the game, so that should actually be quite interesting. But at the time we can fight Ares and we can find some materials right in there, which is going to be the first major point. Right here, the concoctions that we're going to have. Incantations. As you progress through the game, when you meet new NPCs, they are going to give you new incantations. The new incantations, these guys right here might seem like not a huge deal. As you can see, I have a whole bunch of them already established. But these guys right here, they are the ones that are going to give you the first major upgrade when it comes to improving your character outside of the battlefield on itself. Like for example, the flourishing soils. With the flourishing soils, you will be able to plant seeds, which are very much important. Those seeds, you're going to be able to use them later on to furthermore create more recipes. These recipes are actually quite nice. Like for example, the aspects of the weapons. The aspects of the weapons are inherently going to improve your gameplay. And I thus say that they give you a power spike, a native power spike that you otherwise wouldn't have with your weapons, and you're going to natively have them and implement them on your build. And this is just a little bit of something, but also, for example, you have the Consecration of Ashes, which is a point that we're going to discuss later on. The Consecration of Ashes is going to allow us to improve our Arcana cards. The Arcana cards are actually part of builds as well, so it is very much important to get all of this kind of stuff that you're going to get. How do you get it again? By meeting new NPCs. New NPCs are going to give you new incantations, and the new incantations, you're going to be able to concoct them when you find recipes, when you find regions for those recipes on each one of your runs, so you have to be very careful about that. Speaking of which, the tools that you have right here, these are one of the most important aspects of getting that. And I should thus say that the most important ones that you are going to have this one right here, the spade, and the pickaxe. The spade and the pickaxe are going to allow you can craft them by using with silver, I believe, if my memory serves me well. But these guys are going to give you the regions, the materials. You can get seeds to plant plants that are going to later on be added to your recipes as regions. And then with the spike you can farm like bronze or silver, those kind of stuff that you're going to be able to later on use to create new weapons aspects, so on and so forth. So the most important ones early on are going to be these two right here. Later on, this is also the tablet is also going to be quite important as well to upgrade your character once you have managed to get all of the regions for established base. Moving on, you are going to need to have a mindset. That mindset is going to be on your overall progression that you are going to have while exploring the underworlds or the overworlds. And I say that because sometimes you're going to have the choice to decide whether you're going to be able to get a powerful boon from a god, or to get a material that is going to permanently increase how powerful your character is going to be. Remember that this is a mindset that sometimes when you feel confident enough that you're going to be able to defeat Kronos, then yeah, you might as well go for that little extra boon that is going to make your playthrough, your run, that much more powerful. But my advice is that when you're just starting out, before you spend any more time, prioritize the materials that are going to have an overall impact on the entirety of your run, on the rest of your runs. Do not let yourself sway when you see, like, for example, a material when you're taking the choice whenever you're going to go through a gate, and out on the other side, on the opposite side, you see something that it's like a boon from a god that you really want for your builds. Think about actually neglecting that and getting instead the materials, the regions, all of the stuff that you need to upgrade your character, your worlds. Because, for example, this is something that is going to allow you to craft a proper build. And this is what is going to allow you for your next runs to be that much faster. There's a building system right here outside from the boons that you're going to randomly get from the gods. This gives you a little bit of a extra control when it comes to stuff, and these guys are actually going to give you quite a very powerful power spikes, like Divinity right here, where any boons that you are offered have a percentage chance to be improved to epic. But then again, remember that if you're doing all of those regions that you're going to be getting out there on the world, exploring on the underworlds, and then you bring them over and then you open up your insights, you can use Mundos to improve these guys right here. You can also improve one of the most powerful ones, which is the Eternity, to allow you to have a little bit more of a Death Defiance. So basically you get revived 3 times and more, depending on how upgraded your cards are. And this is all going to heavily impact how fast are you going to be able to defeat Kronos. I was able to defeat Kronos with just 1 single Death Defiance. Now I imagine myself with three Death Defiances, it would be just everything so much easier. And yeah, he basically on the second phase he has like these attacks that always one-shot you, so it's actually quite important for you to have these things. I can't stress enough how important it is to, instead of giving yourself to your impulses and trying to get that one boon that you were trying to get from that specific one god, instead try to get the regions, try to get the materials, try to get the upgrade materials, try to get the ambrosia, I'm sorry, try to get the ambrosias, which is something that we're going to be discussing right now. But try to get things that are going to permanently increase your run until you feel safely sure that your runs are being good enough to defeat Kronos. Now, you can give ambrosia to NPCs to get rings. The rings are actually going to be kind of, or pendants, I don't really know what these things are, but these guys right here are going to define when are you going to have a build that you're pursuing, that you're going to be, that it is going to be a little bit better than what it usually is. So right now, me personally, I'm working on a build that's based on Zeus boons. So as you can see, I have upgraded this thing. I also have noticed that I've liked some of the boons that Poseidon has to offer, so I'm thinking of getting that one as well. But you can offer ambrosia to as many NPCs as possible to get all of these things that you see right here, which are very much useful and very much important for each and every single runner that you are going to have. Like for example, right here, this was my first and favorite when I began playing. I maxed out this one as soon as possible because my first build was focused on using magic, and this gives you enough magic regen for you to have a build established. You also have this one, which I think that it is also very useful to gain armor and keep getting armor as you get better, and you get more armor through when you enter the new locations. And yes, 20 it's just a little bit, but if you keep using this thing, it's really not that bad, and it doesn't really take that long for you to upgrade these things right here. It's actually quite easy. So consider every time, again, I think I'm being a little bit redundant in here, but try to not be influenced by that god that you're seeing right there when you take the choices. If you see ambrosia, take the ambrosia. If you see the materials to upgrade your arcanas, take the materials to upgrade your arcanas. at least it is going to be a little bit more of a long-term improved, and it is going to take quite a while, but you're going to reach a point that every run is going to be a joke because of how powerful you are, and it is that much more difficult if you're just using common stuff on your runs. Anyways, I think that's everything that you need to know about a beginner's guide and how to succeed in Hades 2. Hope you're having fun. If you like the content, like, never super appreciate it, and also that you're a gorgeous and beautiful person. You are indeed a gorgeous and beautiful, beautiful person. Have a lovely, lovely day and goodbye.